Hey guys, thank you for becoming a Patreon member of On the Scene. That helps us keep doing what we do best, bringing you live local music from the soul of Springfield. So tonight we have a special guest for Balcony Sessions, episode 22. That's a good number, man.
Awesome.
22. Yeah.
Sure.
We got Justin Messer, and he is going to play you some original tunes. So I'm going to let you get to it.
Alrighty. This here is a song called Some People Live With Their Shoes Off. Some people steal and cheat and lie. Some of them laugh to keep from crying. Some are born to shine, never fade. Some of them never start trying. Some smoke H and crank and DMT. Some of them are born for the Ivy Leagues. Some of them are born to lead a dream. Some just tell you what to believe. And everybody loses sometimes. Everybody wins now and then. Some people live with their shoes off. Some die in the shoes they're in. I know a man who cries a lot. He lives in an old abandoned shop. I know another man who laughs a lot. Likes to talk about all the things he's got. One making it big in the house of sin. The other is just barely getting by. But they both look so poor to me. Measure and joy in gold and time. 'Cause everybody loses sometimes. Everybody wins now and then. Some people live with their shoes off. Some die in the shoes they're in. Some like to walk and eat seaweed. Others they like to lay around and sleep. Some of them think they're living free. Some don't know they're in till they're in too deep. Some of them are lovers and some are fighters. Some like stay cooked lighter. Some of them living down to the wire. Some just want to set the world on fire. And everybody loses sometimes. Everybody wins now and then. Some people live with their shoes off. Some die in the shoes they're in. Or some die in the shoes they're in. Alright, this next song here is a waltz in the key of E. Key of the King, that is. Big E. I can't think of anything, I've never been able to think of anything all too poetic to say about this song. But this is a song about a place that I was in my life for a while. And I guess that's why this song has stayed with me and why I still play it for people. Oh, this song's called Money Can't Hold You. Alright, here we go. Whatever has got you in your lonely hour will be all that's there in your golden tower. I hope that you love him and will through your days. 'Cause money can't hold you when lust melts away. No, money can't hold you when he turns away. No trip to the island, no European holiday. When your heart can't find him and it all falls in tears. When his money can't hold you, I'll still be here. You like the steadies with your friends around town. I mean, your friends won't be there when he lets you down. They'll laugh in their corners when you turn your back. 'Cause for all you can see, you can't see all he lacks. 'Cause money can't hold you when he turns away. can't hold you, I'll still be here. Woo! Thank you.
Okay, so, oh yeah, your songs usually touch on time and storytelling and just a lot of feels.
Yeah.
How does that touch in your life and your song making?
Well, I feel like there's a part of me that has to be expressed through some sort of artistic form. Otherwise, I go completely fucking insane. And like I totally, my whole life, I've really subdued it with drugs and alcohol. And whenever I don't make music, or I don't write anything, or I don't draw anything, or I don't paint anything, or whatever the fuck it is I'm doing, if I don't do it, my life falls into like total chaos. And I first realized this when I was like 22. I had quit playing guitar for like 2 years.
Another double number.
And I'd quit playing guitar for like 2 years. And I mean, at the time I was doing a lot of meth, and I was just all fucking strung out and wild and shit. But like I was really thinking on like blowing my brains out, man. And like I was real depressed, man. And I decided one day that it had to be because I wasn't making music. And so I started making music again. And boy, the creative process, you know, it has just gone through so many changes. And it's something that I keep in my life. Doesn't matter what I'm doing, like if I'm writing or if I'm painting or if I'm singing or drawing or whatever I'm doing, I have to be creating something. I feel like, I don't know, maybe it's like a desire to be more than I am, but
it's part of you.
Yeah, it is. It's something I have to do, or I go like completely fucking insane, and I'm impossible to be around. You know, for anybody who's like involved in like a intimate relationship with me, they're just like, Jesus Christ, you're
go make some music, damn it.
Yeah, you're just psychotic all the time. I can't deal with this. You come home 3 days later, you know. That's always been my problem, is that I would, you know, just go out and just get high or drunk or whatever and just disappear for days at a time, you know. And I wasn't ever doing anything I shouldn't be doing. I was just living by, you know, hanging out by riverbanks and stuff and getting high and crying mostly. And writing songs.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that honestly goes into my next question, which is, do you write songs as a form of processing or healing, or is it more of about storytelling for you?
You know, for a very long time, I only wrote songs as a way to like process my emotions and my feelings and things. You know, just I guess it was the same thing, but yeah, for a long time that's what I was doing, and at some point, I became real like obsessed with the idea that like that you could write something better. And you know, they're songs that just touch people so deeply, you know, and I don't even mean like the masses necessarily. There are songs that touch huge numbers of people on a real deep level, you know, like I think we were talking earlier, we might not have been filming, but we were talking about Elvis's If I Can Dream.
Yeah.
You know, that song hits you hard,
yeah,
man.
Silver
like,
Springs by Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah, man.
Oh my
like
God,
these songs that just really cut deep. You know, it's an important thing. And but somewhere along the line, I decided that that's what I needed to be doing. Is that I needed to write things that accurately conveyed an emotion that I was feeling at the time. Like I wanted the listener to feel a certain thing from this song. And if a song doesn't make you feel that thing, I don't ever let anybody hear it, because it didn't do its job. I gave it a job and it didn't do it. You know, it's like I was telling you about this tattoo earlier. This tattoo has a job. It keeps things, it reminds me that things are constantly changing and that I have to be adaptable to the new version of me, you know. And if songs don't do that same thing, if they don't do their job, which is to convey a certain feeling, then they're no good.
That is so beautiful. That's how I feel. That's honestly how I feel.
I got a question.
Yes.
You talked about. Sorry, I don't think the audience can hear me, so you might have to repeat the question. But you talked about. You talked about when you were growing up, you listened to 2 albums constantly. Yeah. Now, did you learn to play by yourself, or did somebody in your family, or a friend, or a teacher teach you how to put 6 chords to a song, or did you just listen to it, put your fingers to the guitar, and figure it out yourself?
Well, at first, it was totally up to me. You know, I beat on a guitar for probably 3, 4, 5 years. That old Viking that my grandpa had, I beat on it just for years, just making awful noises. And my stepdad one day decided that maybe I cared enough about this thing that he would show me some stuff. He showed me what hammer-ons were and pull-offs and slides, and that was pretty much the end of that. And my older stepbrother Philip, was playing guitar, and he taught me the Mission Impossible theme song on a bass that I had, because I was I was way into Kiss whenever I was like 10, 11 years old.
That's great.
And so I wanted to play bass because I hate to admit this now, that I thought Gene Simmons was so cool, because he's such an asshole. You know, I like him anyway, but he's a dick. And but man, I wanted to play bass, and I learned how to play that silly Mission Impossible tune, and I played it for a long time, and that was really it, man. Once I found Slayer, Metallica really changed things for me.
Skin Mask Slayer.
Oh man, you know, even like before that, the very first thing, my stepdad, whenever I first started getting into metal, he gave me, he loaned me Ozzy's "Speak of the Devil," which is Ozzy doing a bunch of Black Sabbath stuff live with his band, and he gave "Ride the Lightning" and "Rain and Blood," and man, Metallica and Slayer just changed everything about what I was thinking musically so much that that's what it became after that, was just like chromatic things, you know.
Yeah.
A lot of half step, you know, really angry sounding riffs, you know. And
it totally comes out in your country music.
Yeah, well, I suppose it kind of does, man. Actually, you know, that song "Money Can't Hold You" that I did, I don't know if that was the last one I did or not, but my buddy Jody, shout out to you, my brother. I love you. If whenever he hears this, there's a lot of hate in that song. It's a very angry song when you really listen to it. If you pay attention to the lyrics, there's a lot of disdain in it.
It's interesting with music. Like, I know a lot of people, like, they don't know that the songs like yours, angry songs, they're just singing like, oh, it's so happy. No, it's not.
You don't even notice.
You have to listen to the
lyrics.
Even
when you write it, you don't know that you're angry about it. When you write it, you're like, you know, when you're writing it, you're writing this like deep, heartfelt thing, and then people hear it. This is the thing that always just drives me crazy with music, man, is that like people hear it, and I love this so much. Like I say, it drives me crazy, but I mean that in like a good way. Is that, you know, people will hear a song and they'll be like, oh man, that song made me feel this or made me think about that, and I'm just like, man, I never heard that in it. That's so cool that you did that with,
it's like any kind of art, like even visual art, you know.
You know, that's what I love about paintings. You know, like I was talking about Van Gogh earlier. I love his stuff because it's just first of all, he painted in a way that wasn't like the way other people painted. It was more like sculpting, you know. And you look at a Van Gogh painting like trees, you know, and those were his trees. You know, that was the way he saw them.
Right.
And it's just so, it's so special. Yeah. And I don't know what else to call it other than special.
I love that.
I'm going to post a link whenever you say this, and I'm getting closer to my phone here so that I can show this. A Doctor Who episode
Oh yeah.
And, okay,
Really?
I know Doctor Who's very nerdy, but
I've never seen it, man. I got a buddy who's way into it, but I've never
Matt
seen
Smith,
it.
Doctor, and he went back in time and grabbed Van Gogh and took him modern day to Paris, to the Van Gogh Museum, and he said, "I want to show you what people feel about your art," because when he was
oh
alive,
my God.
he thought he was the worst artist ever.
Yeah,
Well, and
yeah.
people treated him like he was.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
He was
And
trash.
so
he was.
that's
Yeah.
what will make you cry.
He was
Yeah.
crazy.
I
He
need
was
to
unusual.
go back and look at that one.
You know,
I will
Towns
post a
Van
link
Zandt
below.
was the
Post
same
the
way.
link
I will
below.
post the
Adam
link
will
below.
post the link below. Yeah, that sounds.
You know,
Yeah.
Towns Van Zandt, man, that dude was the same way. He was just a strange, sort of broken individual
Yeah.
who was a wonderful
Yeah.
songwriter. And in his lifetime, he was a nobody, and he died pretty much broke. And at a really young age, from a life of just opiate abuse and alcoholism, and definite mental disorder.
Oh my gosh.
The dude had
It's the curse of artists
Yeah.
being a tainted soul.
well, he
Yeah.
was put
Tainted,
into
yeah.
a nut ward as I think he was 20 or so at the time, and given
Or
electroshock
tattered
therapy.
soul. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
after that, he said he couldn't remember his childhood anymore, and then it just sort of like
man.
that he didn't know if his memories were like flashes
Oh my
of
God.
things that people had told him, or if they were things he just made up, or if they were like real memories, And so the man was like really tortured, and
Oh my God.
very unusual guy, and that's what art's about, man. Like everybody wants it to be about making money and selling records. I've heard Gene Simmons. I was talking about him earlier. He said, that millions of people decide what greatness is. Fuck you. No, they don't. No, they fucking don't. Because the masses are full of shit,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
They don't
they
know.
are. It's sheep mentality. Okay.
For
Okay.
sure.
Okay. Let me get to.
Sorry, my bad.
How do you balance personal vulnerability with performance when sharing your songs?
When you go on stage or in a setting like this, you just
Mm-hmm.
have to not think about it, man. If you think about, oh shit, like people are looking at me, people are judging me, I have all these insecurities about
Mm-hmm.
myself. If you look at it like that, all of that shit is going to come just flooding into you, and there's not going to be a fucking thing you can do about it, because your psyche is much stronger than your willpower, because it knows everything about you. And
I gotta shut
so
that
you
shit
just
off.
you just got to sort of grin and bear it, man.
Yeah.
But honestly, these days, because I thought about it that way for a long time, but these days I'm really happy that people would, like y'all, would even invite me and want me to do this on your back patio or in your bar or wherever. When I first started playing music, I had a real problem with the idea that people would pay me to do it, because it was a thing I just did all day anyway, And so I was like, well, why would you give me, money to go do this? Because like, this is a thing I do while I'm wasted, like it's not a thing, it's a thing that I just do.
Yeah.
But the fact
That's
that
the
like
best.
people like it enough that they'll pay me to come do it, or they'll invite me to do it on their program or whatever,
Yeah.
man. Like that's a really cool thing, that people care that much about what I do.
That's wonderful. Oh, I love that. Okay, a couple more questions. I'll let you get back to your songs. Has there ever been a song that was especially difficult to write, or one that came out all at once?
Oh yeah. You have songs that are that just come to you like they just sort of like it's like God just reaches down and touches you on the head and says, "Here's this song, better catch it, fucker." Because if you're not paying
Love it.
attention, it's just
I
gone
love it. I love
forever.
it. I love
Yeah,
it. It's yours.
it's like, here you go. Here's this
Oh, I'm
thing,
gonna give it to the next
and,
guy.
and you write it down
Yeah.
real quick. And if
Yeah.
if you're not there to catch it, man, it'll just be gone forever. But
You hear it on the radio later. It's like, damn it.
maybe that happens.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's happened.
Yeah.
But there's other songs. Sometimes songs drift off into a more songwritery thing.
Yeah.
I'll play you one here in a minute, if I can remember how it goes. That it's definitely a songwritery tune. And they're a little harder to write because
Yeah.
they take a little craftsmanship. You know, they're like, you know, you try to give it paint an image with it, you know, or you're really trying to curate a certain feeling with it. Yeah, it can be real difficult to do that effectively, and sometimes songs take a while, but
So yeah, I've seen a song being birthed basically, and it was beautiful.
yeah, it's a way cool thing,
yeah,
man.
it is.
It's something that doesn't happen with everybody.
Right.
You know, it's just a thing that some people get to experience. You know, and I feel real lucky to be one of the people that experiences those things.
Well, we want to experience another one of your, a couple more of your songs. So go ahead.
Yeah.
God damn it, my buddy Lane's got me saying silly shit. That's always, it's like a fucking line I picked up from the dude. So if you watch this, fuck you for like infecting my speech, motherfucker. I love him to death. I think you know Lane, actually.
Yeah, Lane.
Yeah. Lane's my brother, man.
Yeah.
That's my dude. Anyhow.
Boxcar Lane.
Yep. Yep. My homie, man. This here is a song about a couple of my favorite things. I feel like I'm going to forget some of the lyrics to it.
What is it called?
We'll see what happens. This song here is about fishing and reading and all kind of things, really. That's just about some of my favorite things, I guess. This song's called Fish on the Line. Back in the cold stone catfishing, reading my Dover's thrill edition, trying to forget all that I'm missing. Ain't that the truth? Can't get back none of your lost time. I waste most of mine, watching my dreams just wither on the vine, singing the blues. Thinking on another state, trying to turn the wheels of fate. Out where nobody knows my name, someplace new. So when the morning's coming on, I'm gonna be long gone. Fall like an albatross and rise like a swan. It's what I plan to do. Fish on the line, scattered waters in my mind. Breaks away and makes me die. Back to school. Can't hold on another long. Just Hey,
Yeah.
this song here never explicitly says so, but this song is, I suppose. Well, you know what? In reality, I guess this song is about my desire to travel. I've always wanted to see the Northern Lights, and I've always wanted to go to New Orleans. And I don't know why I ain't been to New Orleans yet. I ought to have been there by now, you'd think.
I just went there.
Did you?
I did.
Hell yeah. Well, when I wrote was it awesome, man? Did you have a good time?
Did.
Hell yeah. Well, man, I don't know. I always wanted to go down there. I actually wrote this song whenever I was real strung out on opiates, and from what I've always heard, New Orleans has a lot of heroin, and I always thought it'd be cool to go there and yeah, an overdose, because they have cool funerals.
An overdose.
They have cool funerals in New Orleans, man. They throw you a whole parade and shit.
Yeah, they do.
Put you in a horse-drawn fucking hearse and shit, man. They have like horn players and stuff.
Well,
it's
it
way
might be
cool.
just the locals, though.
Huh?
Might be the locals.
That ain't cool, man. Why you gotta like deny me like that just because I ain't from here? Don't be that way. I love y'all. Don't be assholes.
We'll give you a parade. We'll give you a parade.
Yeah, yeah. But I think actually this song came from my desire to see the Northern Lights, because the Northern Lights were visible. You probably remember this here not too long ago. The Northern Lights were visible from Missouri, and I was so pissed off. I drove around all fucking night trying to find them goddamn lights, and they just were not down here for me.
Right.
And I wrote this song about how I was so excited too. I was like, I'm gonna get to see them, and then it didn't happen. And I think I wrote this song mostly out of aggravation about that, but I really wanted to go. But one day I will go up to Manitoba or something, and I'm gonna lay back, I'm gonna smoke me a joint, I'm gonna stare off at the sky until I freeze my ass off, and then I'm gonna go inside. But I'm gonna look at them just as long as the good Lord will let me. And that's what this song's about, I guess.
What's it called?
Oh, this song here is called the New Orleans Town Yodel. Well, I've been here in this small town, Lord, my whole goddamn life. It ain't too bad with the rivers and the woods and the stars shining bright at night. But it's a big old world, and a man gotta go and get his piece of the pie. So I'm heading out, I'm gonna spread it around, Lord, and I'm gonna get me mine. If I ever get out to Manitoba on the Haggard Northern Line, if I ever get down to New Orleans town, I'm gonna pick me out a plot and die. I'm heading down that long old highway, searching for my home. And I always keep lots of good folks around me, but they bury me alone. But as long as we're all gathered here, Lord, let's have us another round. 'Cause you know before long be compelled to roam, and I'll be leaving town. If I ever get back to this fair city, we're gonna have ourselves a time. If I ever get down to New Orleans town, I'm gonna pick me out a plot and die. Thank y'all.
So much fun. Okay, we're on our last set of questions, but
Last one.
yes. So, they're always game questions, so they're so much fun. So this or that, classic country or outlaw country?
Classic country.
Wait, but before we go any further, did you unmute yourself?
Yeah,
what?
I did.
Okay, can you start over?
Okay.
I'm sorry, I was just worried about that.
Oh, okay, no worries. Because I
Okay.
you did myself
So
earlier.
try it again. I
Okay.
apologize. That's my fault.
It's all good.
So awesome. Okay, so we're gonna do some more fun questions, like game questions. So
Hell yeah.
right now, this or that. So classic country or outlaw?
Classic country for sure. I mean, I love outlaw country music. You know, David Allan Coe's my dude,
Mm-hmm.
and Waylon Jennings and Merle Haggard. You can't knock those guys. You know, and I don't really count Johnny Cash as part of the outlaw movement. He was
No.
around way before that happened.
Absolutely.
I mean, he was a big part of the outlaw movement, but his heyday was prior to that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you know, I really like outlaw country, but man, it's got like nothing on like Hank Williams and Hank Thompson and like Jimmy C. Newman, Johnny Horton, man, Farron Young,
Yeah.
you know, Ernest Tubb. Come on now, shit.
All of them. All
Yeah,
of them.
man, that's that good shit, boy.
Yes.
And
yes.
you know Bob Wills. You just can't. Man, you can't. There's something about the sound of like twin fiddles and a steel guitar done in like, you know, making people want to dance and singing
Mhm.
about heartbreak and singing about good times and singing about like real life. You know, I mean, you can get way off into singing about real life shit, you know, and that's what outlaw country did really well because it had to do something, you know. You can't just sing about love and broken hearts and shit forever.
Your
You
dog
know.
running away.
Yeah. I mean, I love a good song about a dog, boy. I'll tell you what. I
Yes.
like dogs better than I like most people.
Yeah.
You write me
Yeah.
me a
Absolutely.
good song about a dog. If that dog dies in that song, I will cry until I go to sleep, man. So give me a good song about a dog dying or whatever, man. But country music had to do something more than just I love you, you don't love me, you love me, but I don't love you. You're cheating
There
on me,
needs
I'm
to be
cheating
more
on you.
substance.
Yeah, you know, that's all
Substance. Yeah.
country music during the 50s, as much as I love it, was sort of like rap is today, where it's just about money and bitches and drugs and guns. And that's it, you know. The country music was very much the same way in the 50s, you know, and I love it, but it had to change.
I think the difference is country was trying to find their way when rap has lost their way.
It definitely has. There's nobody like, you know, there's nobody like, you know, like somebody like Dr. Dre out there who makes these killer fucking beats.
Yeah.
Or, you know, somebody like Eazy who writes like
right.
real hardcore shit, like from a real place.
Right.
It just isn't a thing anymore.
No,
They're
absolutely
not.
not.
Like us?
What?
Huh?
They're not like us.
They're not like us.
I guess not.
Yeah. He's not.
Kendrick
he-
Lamar.
he-
Oh, I don't listen to that new shit, man.
yeah.
There's nothing
He's
in
not.
the,
He's not on the TikToks and
I
shit
am
and
not,
like that.
man. I know nothing about the modern world.
Yeah, it's popular on the TikTok.
I ran away.
That's good. Okay, so next question. We're only on question 2. Write at home or write on the road?
Woo! You know, I've written some cool songs traveling around, man. But I prefer my space. You know, I like to be at home because honestly, writing is a very, very deep thing. I don't know if
It's a
people,
personal,
I don't know if people
intimate
realize
thing.
that, but like,
Yeah.
there are times when you're writing where you'll cry. There's times when you're writing where you'll get up and throw things. There's times when you're writing where you're going to go sit in the bathroom and take a shit and you're going to write something better than anything you've written all night long, and you're going to be mad about it and then you're going to realize that your best thoughts come to you on the shitter. You know, writing is a very interesting and varied thing. It's a multifaceted thing that is completely entrenched in the human experience, and if you're writing well anyway.
I
You
love
know,
that.
It's
and
the best soundbite I've ever heard in my life.
oh,
Yeah.
good, man, because
Yeah,
it's fucking
do.
true.
I
That's
do.
why.
I was thinking
That's
the
why you
same
like it.
thing. We need to put
Hell
this in
yeah.
our marketing of this. Like
Do it,
seriously,
dude. Fuck yeah.
deep thoughts.
Yeah, for sure. And that's all I have.
Dustin.
That's why people don't like me, man. Because I always say shit. They're like, well, I don't like all that, man.
Same here. It's like, okay,
Like
I'm going to turn the other way.
They're like, well,
what are you
I'll find
doing?
somebody who wants to talk about football.
Jeez. Where's the sheep?
That's fine, man. I don't mind. They can go talk about
it's
whatever.
all good. It's all good. Okay, next question. Bar gig or front porch jam? That should...
Things like this are much more fulfilling. I just did a show not too long ago that was not really a bar thing, just sort of like an afternoon restaurant thing, man. And they canceled my next gig on me, those motherfuckers.
Ah, damn it.
They wanted something more line danceable. Fucking assholes. But anyhow,
That's too bad.
maybe I shouldn't talk shit about them like that. But it's the way it went down. And I like things that are more rewarding like that. I don't really give a shit about being background music for a bar. I fucking hate being wallpaper for. I think that's Justin Larkin's term. He calls it wallpaper.
That's a good term.
Where you're just
that.
like wallpaper. And
Yeah.
I remember him telling me that one time, and I was just like, God damn it, I hate that shit.
Yeah, that's a good term. I've never
It's
heard
terrible
that. I love
feeling.
that.
It's
You
a
need to
terrible
coin that.
feeling
Yeah,
just to
absolutely.
be like in the corner and nobody's listening. But I'll tell you what, man. One time I played a real long gig, one of them 4-hour shows, and boy, it was a rough show. I felt like wasn't nobody listening. There was 3-4 people there, and they sat way down at the end of the bar, just as far away from me as they could possibly get. And I thought, fuck, man, nobody in here wants to hear this. Why am I still here? This bar's going to pay me at the end of the night, and they're paying me for a crowd that doesn't want to hear me at all. And it was just like, why am I even here? And at the end of the night, this gal came up that was sitting at the very back table all night long, man. And she was sitting there by herself, and I didn't even pay attention to her at all. And she came up, and she was like, man, you play all this stuff that I used to listen to with my grandpa, and I just love it so much. And I was like, God damn.
Oh my God.
I've
It takes
spent,
that one person.
Yeah, because I spent that
whole.
whole night thinking that, like, this was for nothing. That I was just out here doing a show for fucking nothing.
You never
and
know.
this gal was just loving it, man, because it reminded her of something she actually cared about, and such a special thing.
Yeah. Yeah,
know.
that is very, very beautiful because you never know. You have no idea.
Yeah, you don't know what kind of impact
Yeah.
you're having on people.
Yeah,
all
just
the
because
time.
it's not a whole bunch of people doesn't mean that it's not.
Well, and just because it doesn't feel like the room is paying attention to you doesn't mean that nobody's paying attention to you.
Exactly.
And I'll tell you what, even whenever crowds are just like loving it, when a whole crowd loves it, that's the greatest feeling in the world because everybody's just giving you feedback. But even then, you find somebody in the room who is just jamming hard.
Right.
And you
right,
play for
right.
that person
Right.
more than you do everybody else because
Right.
you can just see how much they love it, and it rules, man. It's such a good feeling.
Right.
So hard to play shows when that doesn't happen.
Right. When there's a lot of people like that. But I could tell you, as sometimes being in a situation that you're like, you hear it, and you're really enjoying it, and you're in a situation where you can't like really interact with like that guy that's like,
Yeah.
yeah. But remember those people too, because they're out there, and then they
For
spread
sure.
that. They spread that too. I've seen it go far, man. I've seen it go far. So.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay. So vinyl or digital?
Oh, vinyl for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
I hate digital recordings, man. Damn it, I can't remember there's a term that I was trying to remember today, just in case this came up.
Yeah.
There's a term that they use in production,
Yeah.
which it sort of synchronizes
Yeah.
everything. It pulls everything into perfect time. They put a tuner on all of it. They make it all dressed up and perfect. God damn, it's the worst thing in the world for music. Every great record, I mean, maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong about this.
Okay.
But
Final.
every record, it was an analog record.
I love vinyl. Okay. So fill in blank. A great country song always blank.
Makes you feel something.
Good. Backstage confessional. What's the strangest place you've ever played a gig?
Strangest place? I mean, I played some festivals while we were all tripping. That was pretty strange. I had
might have been at one of those festivals.
I'll tell you what, I had an impromptu show one time. I played at a meadery in Buffalo. And my buddy from Bolivar, who does all my tattoos, shout out to Willie, my brother. Love you very much. If y'all need a tattoo, go see Willie Villarreal down at Monsters Inc. Bad motherfucker. Sorry. So shameless plug for my buddy there. But he came out and saw me. And we went to this bar that his wife at the time, I don't know if they're still, I think they've split up now, but they were together at the time. We went to this bar his wife was working at. And I'll tell you what, the bar that I was playing at paid me $200. And then we went down and we played. I played out in the smoking section. Just for these people who were like, because Willie told people that that I had been playing all night and that we were just out hanging around, and people started asking me to play. I sat out there, and this crowd out in this smoking section paid me like $260, man.
Oh my god!
And I was just like fucking wild. It was just a random thing that happened after a show when I played like this other weird show.
And then you know you were worth $400.
Yes, man, it was a $400 night. It was a good one.
So last question, and then I'll let you play us out. So what has songwriting taught you in your life, and what has it brought to you?
Songwriting has taught me to slow down and let things come to me. That if I push things and I force things, that they won't come out good. When I was in the last metal band I was in, we used to like joke in the jam room, you know, we'd be like, it's like taking a shit, man. If you force it, you're gonna hurt yourself, you know, or like it's like fucking if it doesn't feel good, you're not doing it right, you know, and that's kind of what it's like, man. Like you just kind of have to let music come to you, you know, and that's what music I think has taught me. Writing music anyway has taught me is like to slow down and let things happen as they're supposed to happen, because if you make things happen, if you force them to happen, you won't be happy with the outcome you end up with, because you just can't force things, man. Like everything has to just be what it is, and if it ain't, like if you try to force it to be something that it isn't, you're just going to hurt yourself and the thing and whoever else happens to be involved in the thing.
Absolutely.
Do you?
Well, thank you guys again for becoming Patreon members. Again, that helps us do what we do best, bring you live local music, because these guys are amazing. They just pour out their hearts, and they need to be seen. You guys need to be playing out more. But anyways, again, thank you again. But till next time, make sure to stay safe and come join us out on the scene.
Lines. Well, tonight it's just me and a million demons laughing in my head. Remembering the pieces of a million things Merle left unsaid. I tell myself each night everything will work out in the end. But there's no way for a traveler to know what's coming round the bend. It no matter if I love you or if I never want to see you again. I've been drifting down this highway, singing stoned and lost out on the wind. It no matter where I'm going, any more than where I've been. Guitars and white lines, always been my only friends. 'cause there ain't nothing but hell between you and Judgment Day. It don't matter if I love you or if I never want to see you again. I've been drifting down this highway, slinging stone, lost out on the wind. It don't matter where I'm going any more than where I've been. Guitars and white lines, always been my friend. It don't matter if I love you or if I never want to see you again. I've been drifting down this highway, slinging stone and lost out on the wind. It don't matter where I'm going any more than where I've been. Guitars and white lines, always been on the friend. All the guitars and white lines, always been on the friend. All the guitars and white lines, always been on the friend.
Woo! We made it.
Hey, y'all.